Yo, what is going on, everyone? My name is Mew2fanNate, and welcome to a VGC 17 team builder. If you guys didn't know, I do a series on my channel which is called How to VGC 17, and most of the time I've been using other people's teams, so I felt like it's now time for me to attempt to build my own team. So, if you guys didn't know, I'm not the best player. I never claimed to be. I don't think I ever will be, but I do have fun playing the game, and I decided that I was going to, for the once in the neck, build my own team. So what I wanted to do was basically use some memes, some funny stuff that, you know, you'll never see win worlds or anything like that. Never really win anything unless it's something that, I don't know, randomly decides to get good out of nowhere. But anyway, I wanted to really build around a UMBREON and Lele combination with UMBREON holding the Psychic Seed, so when you pair it with Lele and the Psychic Surge activates, it will activate the Psychic Seed as well, and now you're just like this massively specially defensive monster. And you also have really good physical bulk as well, 95 HP, 110 defense. When you max out your HP and you have like really good natural defensive bulk, you can live hits, so it's pretty good. Obviously, like I said, it's not gonna win you tournaments or anything, but you might have some fun, you know, basically maybe destroying a scrub or something like that by surprise, you know, who knows. Anyway, the spread on this, like I said, is going to be 252 in HP, 252 Calm Nature, special defense. You have Helping Hand, Charm, Snarl, and Protect. Now, I am very disappointed that, for whatever reason, UMBREON cannot learn Foul Play in Gen 7 because there's no move tutors or anything like that. So, if it did, it would actually be destroying so many stuff. Like, I was doing calcs because I originally thought that it had access to Foul Play, and I was like, wow, it is 2-hit KOing everything and it just lives. It was, you know, like, it was destroying Kartana, obviously, because it's like a sky high attack stat. It was doing like a lot to Drift Bloom. I know Drift Bloom's not really like a physical attack or anything like that, but because it's super effective in stab, it was doing over 50%. It was like, Foul Play was doing a good amount of work, and then I discovered that it does not get it, so I had to replace Foul Play with Charm, which I think also works pretty well. It does have some disadvantages to it, so like if you're facing something with competitive, like a Milotic, you will give it a special attack boost instead. If you're going up against something with Defiant, like a Braviary, you do give it the attack boost, which is pretty unfortunate. So, you know, with these two moves, like dropping stats, it is a little risky, I would say, but it is a lot of fun, and you can disturb basically your opponent's team, and you can live some hits. Like this set right here, a modest Life Orb Tapu Lele with Moonblast will not be able to 2-KO you after you Snarl it. The first one will do around, I think it's around 45 to 56%, it's around that range. But after you hit it up with the Snarl, it's not going to be able to 2-KO you, which is pretty nice. Charm is really just to hinder your physical attackers. It does pretty well against your mucks and things like that, meaning you'll be able to take a hit with your Tapu Lele on the next turn. So let's say you are running the Tapu Lele with Protect. You Protect, it tries to Poison Jab your Lele, you hit it up with a Charm, and next thing you know, you're living hits. It's pretty decent, I would say. Obviously, it's not going to win you anything, but it is pretty fun. Snarl also lets you take hits from like Tapu Koko, Tapu Fini. It's with your special defense boost, and then after you're snarling things, you live quite a bit of hits, and it lets your partner Lele take some hits as well. So getting into this Lele set, it is physically defensive. I did take this set from my good buddy Jack the Battler. Link is always in the description. Thank you so much, man, for sending me a whole bunch of teams. This set allows you to live a Smart Strike from a Kartana 100% of the time, unless it's like a crit, but you know, that's hacks if you get critted, so you know, whatever. I like Life Orb on this one over Choice Specs. Like, he often puts Choice Specs on this set, but because you're pairing it with an Umbreon, that has Helping Hand, you don't really need the extra power, and it also gives you the opportunity to protect when needed. So I kind of like that. You could also replace... The one thing about running Protect is that you do run into an issue where you can't run Moonblast, so I say that you could also run Moonblast if you decide it is right for you. But I'm running Dazzling Gleam just because I do like hitting double targets, and if you're facing some other memes as well, like a Evo Boost or something, you can hit both a Smeargle and a EV at the same time, which is pretty nice. And if you wanted to completely destroy them, you could just run like Helping Hand and then Dazzling Gleam, or you could run this Snarl and Dazzling Gleam, and that would destroy the Smeargle's Focus Sash and knock it out. Excuse me. I like Psyshock on here as well. Psyshock was letting me get around some Assault Vested mons. Like, I was dealing with a lot of Arachnids for whatever reason holding the Assault Vest. I was like, why? Why am I running into this? So I decided I was going to, I swapped out, I think I had Nature's Madness on there, and I ended up putting the Psyshock. Psyshock was letting me, after a Helping Hand, I was able to knock out Arachnid like 100% of the time, so that was really good. Psychic with Helping Hand does not knock out a Assault Vested Arachnid. I know it might sound a little silly to do it just for one mon, but if that's like, I don't know, for whatever reason, if that's like becoming a thing, or if I was just facing low ladder scum, whatever it was, I was getting around it with the Psyshock. So I have Psyshock on there. If you want to change it up, feel free to do that. I like the Psyshock on there. And with Helping Hand, it really doesn't matter, because I mean, you could always run Psychic and not Psyshock, but once you run Psyshock, it doesn't, like, the little power difference between Psychic and Psyshock doesn't really matter that much. Then you have Protect, obviously, because it's VGC, and Protect is a pretty good move for the game. Next, we have a very standard Nihilego with a Focus Sash. Just max speed, max special attack. Obviously, you can outspeed Garchomps with this thing and hit it with a Hidden Power Ice. Sludge Bomb for all the Tapus. You got Power Gem for your Arcanines and your other flying types like Celesteela, Arachnid, you know, that kind of thing. So, very standard, very effective. I think it works well. I wouldn't really change anything up on this. If you have any other suggestions, go ahead and leave it in the comments for me. Or if you have any questions, you know, leave those as well. Whatever you want to do. Next, we have a very standard Garchomp as well. We have Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Poison Jab, and Protect. Max speed, max attack. Groundium Z does knock out Arcanines even after you've been intimidated, so that's pretty good. It also destroys Muck, which is good because Muck is a pretty big issue, I would say, for the team. I don't really have a good way of hitting it unless I have some like Beast Boost from Nihilego, or if I unless I have like Arachnid, but Arachnid does not have the best physical bulk in the game, so you know, you can't really rely on that too much. But you do have Earthquake there with the Groundium Z, and that does help with the team a little bit. Poison Jab is good for the Tapus and everything like that. Just Poison is such a good, what's the word? Such a good typing in this meta with your Tapus just being everywhere. I like it a lot. Then we have Protect, and I do have Rough Skin over Sandvale, just because if you are going up against a Kartana and they are down with their Focus Sash, they hit you, Rough Skin knocks them out, which is nice and handy, I would say, for those situations. Now we have this Araquanid set, which I believe is, I would say it's pretty interesting. I like it a lot. The EVs on this thing are 252 in attack. I mean, not in attack. Jesus Christ. In HP, we have 228 in attack and 28 in defense with an impish nature. The impish nature and 28 in defense, that allows me to take 2 Zen Headbutts from a Metagross not in Psychic Terrain. If it's in Psychic Terrain, you will get 2 KO'd, but if you're not in Psychic Terrain, you will be able to 2 KO the Metagross. Most likely, it's like 94% chance to 2 KO, but you know, 94% chance attacks if you don't get the rolls. So that is the set for that. We have Liquidation, which, you know, does hit everything pretty hard, I would say, in this meta. Leech Life if you want to get some health back, and don't underestimate the power of Helping Hand plus like Leech Life to get your health back, or really just in general Helping Hand plus Liquidation just to completely nuke something. That's really the reason why I have Mystic Water as an item over the Water MZ, because when you pair it up with Helping Hand, you don't really like you can use Water MZ, but at the same time, like, you're getting so much extra power from the Helping Hand boost that the I'd rather just have the Mystic Water. And you could, because I mean, it does help with knockoff, I guess you could say, but I mean, I kind of like the Mystic Water. It's reliably gonna get you most of the, like 94% of the time, you're gonna get it to a KO on a Metagross with the investment. And you know, with your attack being, you're only losing 28 EVs in attack, so you're not really missing out on too much. Next and finally, we have our Mimikyu, which is holding the Lumberry, Protect, Will-O-Wisp, Play Rough, and Shadow Claw. I have Will-O-Wisp really to hinder the physical attackers. It's pretty good to Will-O-Wisp things like Muck, Kartana, because those are things that this team does struggle with. This team, I'll tell you right now, the team struggles with, and it shouldn't, this is why I'm saying this team is kind of bad. It does struggle with Tapu Koko, it struggles with Celesteela, and it struggles with Kartana, and I think that might be it. Like it shouldn't, like, I feel like a team should not struggle against Tapu Koko the way this one should. But we do have Nihilego, which does a pretty decent job against the Tapu Koko. You just have to play around it. And with Tapu Lele coming in, you are obviously slower than a Tapu Koko, and you can get up your terrain after, so you don't really have to worry so much about the terrain, you know, the electric terrain being up. So you do have this kind of weird set, I would say. It has 188 in attack and 68 in special defense. The special defense does allow this Mimikyu to live a Thunderbolt from a Tapu Koko after your disguise has been broken, so that's pretty handy. And Play Rough still has a chance to KO it. It depends on the rolls. If the rolls are in your favor, then you can get it to a KO with a Play Rough. If not, then I guess it sucks to suck, and yeah. Also, some chip like, for example, if it goes like, the reason why Play Rough is would to a KO is because of the Life Orb damage that it would take. So it's gonna hit you twice, right? If it's trying to knock you out. The first hit is going to break the disguise, obviously. The next one is going to bring you down very low. But with the two Life Orb hits it takes, as long as you don't miss Play Rough and you land both of them, you will knock out the Tapu Koko versus it knocking you out. So that is why I have the 188 in attack versus just max attack with the 68 in special defense. Special defense does come in quite handy. Being able to live a hit after your disguise has been broken is beautiful. And that's pretty much the team. If you guys have any questions or suggestions, make sure to let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit it up with a like. If you didn't like it, might as well dislike it. Who cares? Your feedback is what really matters to me, and if you did have any issues regarding the video and why you didn't like it, you can also let me know in the comments, because just want to help you guys out, and if you guys want to help me out, it's equally appreciated. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Have yourselves a good day. Peace.